Good morning, good day, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be. And here we are on week beginning of, what date are we at today? The 8th of April 2019. So times and things are moving quickly. Energy is beginning to shift and lift. Personally speaking, I'm starting to find that things are starting to shift and lift. That's the way I want to say it. We have a new moon, and I don't know who's gone into retrograde. I feel I think it's Jupiter. Not too sure. Going into retrograde. So these planetary alignments will just make us lift ourselves. I hope you're all doing well. My name is Siobhan Brady. For those of you who may be watching this for the first time, and you're very welcome. This is your weekly guidance from your angels, and the deck that I use every week is the Healing with the Angels deck here from Doreen Virtue, as she once was. It's the deck there. I think it's upside down, is it? Yeah, it's back to front. So healing with the angels. So these are the deck that I use every week for the reading. So you're all very welcome, as I said. And now, always when I get on, as soon as I come on to record or to come on, I'll always feel a collective sense of the energy when I come in. So straight away, I have a feeling here in my solar plexus, which is your power center, which is your intuition, which is your gut, which is, you know, it's where it's our digestive system as well, obviously, because it's the stomach. There's a lot going on, guys. So it's easing now, even as I begin to speak. So this is about, we are being called, okay? Spirit was saying to me here, are you listening? Are you stepping into your power? Are you following your own guidance, right? So we talk about this all the time: stay out of the head and drop into the heart, or drop into, you know, the intuitive centers. The head, yes, you know, it is a help, but most of the time it will we drive ourselves bananas trying to figure out and stay in. And as you notice, I keep going to my left brain here. So that's the side that wants to know everything, that wants to analyze everything, that wants to try and figure out everything, wants to know the end result before we've even started. And I would be guilty of that as well. Then you have the right brain, and then that is like where we're trusting, and we're going with the guidance, and we're falling in here into our heart space, and we're allowing ourselves to be led in the way that we need to be led. So there's a big call, apparently. This is what I'm feeling here as I start into the guidance with you, that there's a big call for us to really start tuning in to our own intuition and trusting it. Because I did a radio interview there on last night, Sunday night, on Circle of White Light Radio. It's an internet radio station. It's a local one here to Ireland, where I'm living. And the collective consciousness, and the fact that we're all rising now, and we're probably still in the shadow of Mercury retrograde, but we would be coming out of that now, because well, it takes about 2 weeks. So the end of March there was the end of retrograde, but we'd still be under the shadow. But now communication lines are starting to open again, so things will start to move again, maybe a bit better. So I would be urging you all, guys, to communicate with yourselves, really, is what Spirit are saying here. And there's a new, this never ceases to amaze me when I come in and I start getting this information, because I just sit down and I start to do it. I don't really think about it too much before I come in. So what they're saying to me here is there's a new wave and a new level of energy coming in, like so again, it's that higher consciousness. So yes, we are aware of that, and I'm kind of there going, really? There's another one? Are you serious? Because we're already feeling it, and we're already getting it in high doses, very rapidly, and at high levels. But there's more to come. So, as I just said, I think last week to a friend about myself, I still have my foot just nicely on the accelerator there, just, you know, but I'm not put to the floor. I'm taking a little breath so that I can get ready for when I do have to kind of put the foot down a little bit more. So, and anybody that knows me knows when I drive, I like to drive on the open road. So but that's me in a sense of my physical self, also my spiritual self. I like to go, I like to move. Yeah. And I feel there's no point in hanging around. Once I've been shown what I need to do, I don't kind of sit back now like I would have done years ago, maybe through fear or whatever. I kind of go, okay, let's do this. Let's just get on with it. What's the point in holding on to it? It's showing itself to you for a reason. Spirit are showing it to you for a reason. So start to tune in there, guys, and stepping into your power and trusting your intuitiveness and what's coming through for you. So let's go now with the card for Monday, Tuesday. And I like the feeling I'm getting here, because it's definitely something lifting. So for today and tomorrow, let's choose. And I must say myself, yeah, I am feeling like I've come through huge stuff. So I'm just starting to come down from last week, and the energy shifts that I would be experiencing personally, and seeing other people collectively go through as well. So I can't stop shuffling, so I'm not ready yet to pull a card. Spirit are not guiding me to step. No, there was a stumble there for a second. Okay, so there it is. Okay, so that's for Monday, Tuesday. Okay, and guys, again, we've been urged to get out in nature as much as possible, ground our energy as much as possible. I'm drinking tea here this morning, but drink as much water as possible, and cleanse. Here we go again. This is just coming in. Cleanse yourself near the holy wells, or like they would be known as holy wells now, but years ago they were just places of healing. So cleanse yourself at the healing wells, or the place, the water, the pure water. Cleanse and clear, and reconnect as well in that way. That's coming in there as well. So okay, so that's Monday, Tuesday. Wednesday, Thursday, I'm getting a little bit more serious here with the energies coming in Wednesday, Thursday. Again, I'm being brought back to the solar plexus. And really now, guys, if there's things going on with you during the week, really, really, really start to trust where your intuition wants to take you with this, okay? Don't be relying, say, on maybe what other people are saying or their views, because everybody's energy is different and unique. So what sits with one person is not going to sit with another, and what suits one person is not going to suit the other. So we're really now, guys, being called to, it's to become that, not necessarily a leader, because we can't all be leaders either, but we need to lead ourselves. So in that sense, so step into where you want to go, and not say, for example, where you feel you should go because somebody else thinks it's right for you, or that kind of thing. So take ownership of yourself and your power. And these cards are getting stuck here. So let's see, because it must be, they're saying, some people are not driving themselves, or they're not trusting themselves enough to step forward in that way. So let's go now with Wednesday, Thursday. I think I can move on now. Yeah, okay, it's flowing better. So Wednesday, Thursday, yeah. That Mother Mary is coming in here as well. So, and I have a lovely statue of her over there on my table. So she's coming in here with, I don't know if this is for Wednesday, Thursday, but she's always around us. So there must be something, what I'm unaware just at the minute of what this significance is. But I am still pointing to the Wednesday, Thursday card and Our Lady's presence. So if anybody's going through, because I did get a little more serious at the start of the Wednesday, Thursday card, if anybody's going through a particularly hard time, or they're finding it hard to get to that place where they sit into their intuitiveness and start to trust, call on Mother Mary's help. And it doesn't matter who you are, what religion you are, there's nothing like that here in spirituality. You just, as far as God and the angels and all the beautiful benevolent beings, there's no separation. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Well, I'm trying to think what's on this weekend that I would be involved in. I actually think I have a wee break this weekend. Well, I say that I have a few little things on. I have a show on Thursday night here in Mullingar, my live psychic show, which is a show of songs, healing and messages to the audience from loved ones and angels. That's in the Greville Arms, Mullingar, 8 p.m. on the 11th. And then, the weekend, guys, again, I just feel like I want to like blow out. And it's almost like that heaviness that I'm feeling in my tummy there. It's almost like it's just going to release itself in a sense as well. So it will be a time, though. I know I talk about relaxing and all of that the weekend, and sometimes we don't get the chance to do that either. But it's just, even if you have 10 minutes that you can sit with yourself, that'll be good. You know, I sing with a choir, so I will be singing at Mass on Sunday morning, gospel choir, and that will be lovely because we're praising and we're worshipping and feeding your own soul, as well as, you know, hopefully feeding the souls of others. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, there's a bit of apprehension here. I could feel there's a lot of releasing going on because my tummy here now, again, as I said before, probably on these calls, when I work on a energetic level, releasing energy with people, if I'm healing, I have a tendency to burp in the release. Either, you know, it could be somebody I'm working on, but even collectively I'm feeling that here, so there will be a good bit of releasing going on. So take whatever you need to take. So this is Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Okay, so let's see what we have for Monday, Tuesday. Okay, and the energy when I did kind of tap into it when I was pulling the card, I did kind of get lighter and brighter. And here we go, enchantment. So it's the magical feeling, and it's the feeling like of you know, we've come through something, and the pace that we're going at the minute, I just say, my God, is there anything left? I mean, are we ever going to stop? Like, you know, because I just feel like we're all ascending at the rate of knots. See, we're just nearly through one thing, and then we're into the next thing. So it's continuous. But this here is about the magic. So again, I'm being told the intuitiveness here that I'm speaking about, and going in there into that gut feeling, and the knowingness it's the word that they're saying here. It's to know what you hold within you. And we hold amazing things within us. And some of us are even afraid of the power of that, because obviously in here, I was going to go in here, but in here, our spirit already knows what we hold. So we do know, and we're kind of like, oh my God. And then, you know, we kind of, well, maybe I'm not able to do it. What am I not able? But it's actually, that's not a problem at all. We are actually, in a lot of cases, afraid of our own power. So the enchantment card here is talking about magic. It's talking about lovely feelings. It's talking about that little, as I said, that time where we're maybe just taking our foot slightly back off the accelerator, or we're allowing ourselves to have some kind of like aha moments and get ready then for the next thing. But we really need to focus on our magic. And for anybody who's struggling there with finding who they believe that they are, don't worry, just let it come. Like, you know, some of us, it depends on what stage you're at on your development or your journey. And don't beat yourself up. Don't compare yourself to anybody else because, oh, well, I should be doing this because I'm blah, blah, blah. No, you are exactly where you're meant to be at this moment. As long as you're trying, I do stress that. They're saying here, don't let yourselves off the hook either. So look inside and find that beautiful magic and allow it to own it. Again, here we go, ownership. Own it and realize that it's yours, because it's already there. It's in you. So it's to own it. And then, you know, with that as well is a very childlike energy, as you can imagine. And it's about trusting as well that when we were children, and any of us that are parents and have, you know, that when our children hurt themselves or whatever, and we say, oh, you'd be fine, and when they come to us we make them feel better. We did the same when we were kids, and our parents helped us feel better in most cases. And you know, for that, we believed it. We just believed when we were told that everything would be okay, and we just went with it. And now that we're adults and slightly more cynical perhaps, we need to realize that there is a higher power there and everything will be all right. So it's about believing that the magic is still there now that we're adults and that we're having to prove things for ourselves or whatever the case may be, and we're on our journeys and we're trying to heal. But we have to understand that everything will be all right. There is a lot of magic there. The more you tap into it, the more of it you will have. So it's like love. And yeah, when you make that decision to move into the light instead of the shadow, or into the positive instead of the negative, and try to continue and continue. Now, none of us can do it all the time. I'm not saying that, but it's like practice, 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 and bring in your magic. And again, it's putting out to the universe what will come back in. So enchantment, magic, magic, magic. Ask to be shown your magic, and then don't be afraid to step into it. Again, here we go. Take ownership. Okay, so that's Monday, Tuesday. Wednesday, Thursday. And it was a little bit more serious when I tapped into the energy as I was pulling the card. And it's body care. Now, I don't know about any of the rest of you, but like there at the end of last month and into the beginning of this month as well, the tiredness, the lack of sleep, the energy was so high, you know, and again, we need to take care of that. And again, as I said there, I was drinking tea there, but I was saying we need to be drinking plenty of water. We need to be grounding. We need to be getting out there. So that's, you know, people think that that's just like a spiritual thing. But when you know, of course, it's a beautiful spiritual practice. But when you are grounding, you are doing so much for your physical and mental and emotional body as well. Because when you're not grounded, you're out of your body. So you're all over the shop. And it's quite... it's not a very nice place to be. And for anybody who I would have been for the longest time when my journey started 8 years ago, I was out of my body for about a year. Like I was coming in and out, obviously, but most of the time I was out because my awakening was so intense. And when I finally then came back in and began to stay in, it was like, I couldn't believe the difference that I felt. And now obviously working with that and knowing as soon as I start to lift, I bring myself back. And I'm seeing it in a lot of people at the moment where, well, not so much this week, but in the last 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks, the intensity of the energy. And as I said before, the amplify year that we're in, and we were told that, well, I was told that and I told it to everybody, and I'm sure other people were told that anything that we brought forward into this year was going to amplify, good or bad. So it was important to try and get rid of anything that we felt we shouldn't be carrying and try to focus on what we should be. So a lot of people, and myself included, I wouldn't have dealt with all mine. I came in with a couple of bags of stuff that I had to shift, and it came in strong for me at the start of this year. And I would say now I have let that go. But some people are not able to deal, and they're totally out of their body with this, and it's having a how can I say, it's having a bad effect on them, or a negative effect with them, because they're not able to handle the energies and how to do it. So again, I would be just promoting grounding here as well. I would be promoting drinking lots of water. And I would also be promoting to give yourselves a flipping rest, because it's like the charge that was on here with me, it was like my head was going at 1,000,000 miles an hour, because the energy just had me moving. Physically, I felt tired. A lot of people were saying the same thing, but mentally, go. Okay? So now it's the time to take that time. Rest. Take the rest. And again, take ownership of your own body. So again, I would like to say that what we allow to run through our minds will manifest physically in the body. So everything can be brought back to the mind, including if you have had an accident or all of that, and you're still carrying the pain of that. You're still carrying something from that, or you're carrying somebody else's pain, which is often the case. We try to take on for others as well, and we could end up taking on their stuff. So we need to be so careful of and look after ourselves. So body care. So this is very important, as I said there as well, guys, because we are in that kind of a, well, personally speaking, and I feel it is collective, we're in that kind of hiatus at the minute where we're just, there's a little breather. So take this time to look after you, feed yourself well, eat really good food, drink lots of water, look into maybe dietary changes and stuff like that. There are some people recently actually were seeing that we're not able to just maybe eat the same foods that we would have eaten, where our sensitivity to say maybe things that may be in certain foods, our body is not accepting them anymore. So if your body is telling you and giving you messages, well then honor it and make the changes that you need to make. Because again, I'm getting that feeling here in the stomach, which I said also would be on a physical level as well as a spiritual, to do with your solar plexus and your power and your intuition. It's also your digestive center. So be careful about what you're putting into your bodies. So that can also be not just about food and water or any other substances or whatever, but it would also be about, well, be careful about who the people are that are around you and what you're inhaling from them and what you're taking on and what you're watching and what you're reading. We're taking all that in, guys. So be very, very careful of how you're treating yourself, because we're not really treating ourselves all that well. So we need to really take a step and a few steps into looking after ourselves and our self-care. Okay, so, and again, as I said, Mother Mary is reminding me here, she did say that she would be around. So again, I feel as well mentally, with the energy and how people's stuff is still coming up to the surface, that Mother Mary will be on hand to help with that as well. So just give her a call. Oh, okay. I love this. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, healing. Oh, and I just want to, it's like my hand won't even hold the card up. It wants to put it down. It wants to kind of go, get lots of sleep, get lots of rest. I intend to do that this weekend. I have my children here this weekend, so maybe I won't get much rest, but no, I will. I intend to have a nice lazy time with them and, you know, just catch up on a few little things that I need to catch up on and just take the time. So healing comes in many different ways, as you know, okay? So it can be just meeting with a friend, could be meeting with a loved one and just, you know, having that time. It can be going for a healing. It can be listening to music. It can be just having, because I feel emotions coming to the surface here. So, you know, we are very busy. Our lives are very busy. And I do joke sometimes and say I'd have to schedule a nervous breakdown because I can't have it now, but I'll have it at 6 o'clock this evening. I'll pencil it in. So it's like, if there's any emotions there, just give yourself that space where you can go somewhere. And obviously the healing is very green. So again, the nature element coming in here. And again, the sacred sites or the holy wells or the healing wells. I just keep getting that, and wash your face and cleanse yourself and all of that. And just see yourself as being cleansed and see yourself as the pure, beautiful souls that you really are. So there's a little bit of kind of where we go within and we're thinking and, you know, just getting clarity maybe on some things as well. And again, meditation is coming in here with this. So it's about that time, but like that time for yourself. But as I'm saying there, that can be a meditation. Sitting on your own in the park or just even in your garden can be a meditation. So it doesn't necessarily have to be where you're setting up a room and lighting the candles and all of that. Getting into the bath and just having that time can be a meditation, because it's about the time for you and it's the quality time for you. So take time out, guys, to get some healing and ask for what you want, I'm being told here as well. Now, the angels used to ask me, they'd say, what do you want, Siobhan? And I'd go, she's know what I want. This was in the early days. And then they'd say it again, what do you want, Siobhan? And then I'd start to get annoyed and I go, she's know what I want again. And I'd be getting kind of irate. And then one day they said to me, yes, but do you know what you want? And then I went, oh, no, that's a bit different, isn't it? It's about really taking that time to evaluate. And it's like just to look within. Again, here we go, trust your intuition and all of that. But to see what is it that I actually want? What do I actually need? And how will that benefit me? And why do I want it in the first place? Like, well, what's the purpose of wanting it? You know, a lot of people say, God, I wish I had won the lotto. Wish I had this. I'd love to have that. I'd love to have this. Okay. So how would that enrich your lives if you had it? Or what changes could that make to your life? And how would that benefit you then, not just at this moment, but down the road? And how would that maybe impact then on the other people around you? So something to think about. So call in Archangel Raphael also, who has just announced his presence. So call him in and ask him for any help that you need, because healing, as I said earlier there, is not just about, something just banged there in my room as I was speaking. Healing is not just about, say that we have a pain or we have, you know, that we're emotional. We also need healing in a way of old habits, old ways, toxins that we may be putting into our body, being pulled back into a relationship that's not healthy, social media, cigarettes. Archangel Raphael actually would have been the angel that I called on when I gave up cigarettes. I'm not really sure how many years ago now. 7, I think. And I just decided I was going to give them up. And then I called on Archangel Raphael to help me not crave them and not want one. And it worked. And to this day, no, I'd never smoke again. So and you know, they do. The angels will help with whatever. And again, he'll help you. Raphael will help you with nutrition. He'll help you with changing your lifestyle. So if you need the help with that, ask him to come and help you. So that there now for this week is Monday, Tuesday, the magic. Remember, you hold it all within you, okay? And as I said, there was a lovely feeling coming in there. So allow that nice sense of, you know, Monday is always, oh God, we're starting a new week and I'm wrecked after the weekend or whatever, and I wish I could stay in bed and all that kind of stuff. But then, you know, just bring it in a different way and kind of go, oh my goodness, whole new energy coming in for me this week. Let's see what this week is going to bring. Let's see how we're going to, you know, how we're going to improve ourselves this week, or what do I have to look at within myself, and how can I bring myself into a better place within me, and learning to trust who I am and open myself up in that way as well. And then as the weekend comes in, then take some time, and you know, 5 minutes, guys, 10 minutes even, can have a big impact on your day, your week, your month. So that's it for this week, and look forward to seeing you all again next week. Until then, thank you and God bless from Siobhan Brady. Thank you. Bye-bye.